Good morning and welcome back to Bald Feather Bets, everyone. We are going to take a look at the NFL wildcard game that will be played Sunday night between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. But first, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel, notifications on so you know when we post, notifications on for community posts as well. Sorry, my dog is being cute. And then just interact with the content, like the videos, comment on them, share them around, anything that you can do to help us grow. Never charge for these picks, just want to grow the channel. You guys have been a big part of that. Sincerely appreciated. And then also, we are uploading individual videos for every single game this week. So we've already uploaded both the college ball semifinal games, Fiesta Bowl and Peach Bowl. Already uploaded Eagles and 49ers, Bears and Packers, as well as Panthers and Rams. So take a look at those videos as well. Our videos for the Texans and the Steelers and the Jags and the Bills will come later this week. We haven't locked in those picks yet. Okay, so Patriots and Chargers, the 2 versus 7 seed in the AFC. So game will be played up in New England. Line is at 3.5. It is the only line out of any of these games, the NFL playoff, where there is zero line variation between any of the major books. And anything that I have seen offshore. So offshore is a weird place. There's books that I don't even know exist that pop up for 5 days and then turn into another book. But from what I've seen, there's no major place you would be betting with that has anything other than 3.5. That's very rare in today's age. Used to be a lot more common that everyone was the exact same, and it's very rare now that every single book has the exact same line. So how do we see this game? A couple of things. So first playoff start for Drake May, who is competing with Matthew Stafford for MVP. I think Matthew Stafford retook odds-on favorite. Drake May is a little bit behind. Big debate going on about that. And then first playoff game, obviously, for Vrabel with the Patriots, as he's a first-year head coach with them. And then for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, not unfamiliar with the playoffs. Jim Harbaugh, not unfamiliar with the playoffs either. Jim Harbaugh, one of the highest winning percentages in the NFL of all time. Where the Chargers have really struggled as of late is in pass protection because of the offensive line injuries that they've had. Where they are excelling currently is in defensive, really everything on defense, but specifically pass defense. Derwin James is an absolute monster out there, and Jesse Minter has probably given himself an NFL head coaching job if he wants it, and is been arguably the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. Where the Patriots are really excelling is essentially staying on schedule offensively, and then Drake May looking like Superman out there on several occasions. Where the Patriots have got a few times offensively is when they've gone up against defenses which force turnovers in the air. And it's not just necessarily like straight up interceptions from May. It's tipped passes. It's fumbles against the wide receivers. It's strip sack fumbles on May. It's things like that. They don't necessarily turn the ball over too much when they run it, but the Patriots running game, they'll let it take over a game. Like in the previous week, Henderson and Stevenson just absolutely went off, and they have Stevenson back healthy. But make no mistake about it, that offense is running through Drake May right now. Defensively, the Patriots just play very, very sound defense. They aren't necessarily the strongest in pass rush, but they're in the top third in the league in rush defense and pass defense. They're just solid. They're solid across the board. They don't really beat themselves. They force you to take the easy stuff to beat them. They don't give up a whole lot of big shots. They're what you would stereotypically expect from a team coached by Mike Vrabel, honestly. How do we see this game playing out? So I think the biggest thing here is the fact that the Chargers really struggle with teams that can get to the get to the passer because of the injuries they've had at offensive line, except the Patriots don't do that. The Patriots are 23rd in sacks. Outside of that, this Chargers offense is actually quite good. If they didn't have the injuries to Slater and to Alt at the beginning of the year, there's a good chance we're talking about this Chargers team as the favorite to win the Super Bowl. Herbert is about as good as it gets when it comes to a quarterback. Yes, he's dealing with the left hand injury, but it's not his throwing hand. So it impacts to some degree, but it doesn't actually really impact his throws. And Herbert is another one who's going to use his legs in the playoff. So will May, but Herbert's definitely going to use his legs in the playoffs. He's shown it that he does it more when it's crunch time versus not. That's the difference maker on the offensive side. Because like I said, outside of that, this Chargers offense is very good. For the Patriots having the ball, I cannot get over... I think I said rookie quarterback earlier. I cannot get over a second-year quarterback making his first playoff start against Jesse Minter in this defense in this secondary. They are the most formidable secondary that is left in the playoffs. And I have a feeling that they're going to get him a few times. They're going to confuse him a few times. I'm not saying force him to throw an interception, but I'm saying force him to make the wrong read on a crucial third down. Force him to hold the ball too long on a crucial second down, crucial third down, sack. I like this matchup for this Chargers defense. There is potential weather in Foxborough, which I don't love because we're talking about a team from Los Angeles going out to New England. But even with that, oftentimes weather causes a game to go under. Games which go under tend to lead to the underdog because you have less points scored, so less variation and less chance that you have a wider gap in between the teams. So for those reasons, we're on the Chargers here plus the 3.5. And again, it mainly comes down to the way you exploit the Chargers offense is you put pressure on Herbert. That's not how the Patriots defense operates. And this Chargers defense is legit. They are scary to watch. They are fun to watch in the secondary. If you ever put on the All-22 and you just... It would be incredibly difficult for a seasoned veteran to be able to read this defense in a way that gave the offense an advantage. A second-year starter, it's going to be advantage to the defense most of the time. And I have the utmost admiration for what Jesse Minter does. I've liked him since his time at Michigan. In his time in the NFL, he's only proven to me even more just how beyond his peers and beyond his time he kind of is. So we are on the Chargers plus the 3.5. We are also going to do that one for 10 units. And yeah, let's roll. Let's roll into Sunday night with that one. That's it. So we'll be back at you again. Like I said, we still have 2 more games to pick for you guys for the upcoming weekend. We still have to get you Bills, Jags, and we still have to get you the Monday night game between the Texans and the Steelers. Still don't know what we're going to do on those, reading those a little bit, seeing if we have any more line movement. Bills and Jags has been bouncing all over the place between Jags favored, Bills favored, Jags favored, Bills favored. And really Texans and Steelers have been bouncing between 3, 3.5, and 4, depending on what book you're at. I haven't seen any 2.5s. I heard they existed on that one, but I didn't personally see them, so we'll keep monitoring. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Enjoy the game tonight, the Fiesta Bowl. Take a look at the video that we did for that if you haven't yet, and what we're picking in that game and how many units. And then just, interact with the content, show us some love. Appreciate you guys very much, and we'll be back at you again soon.